Frankie Beverly of Maze, singer of R&B classics, Back in Stride, Can't Get Over You, and more, dies at 77. Frankie Beverly, the stylish singer, songwriter and founder of the R&B funk band Maze, whose baritone voice drove such 80s hits as Back in Stride, Too Many Games, Before I Let Go, and Can't Get Over You, died Tuesday, according to a social media post from his family. No cause of death was announced. He was 77. We honor the memory of our beloved Howard Stanley Beverly, known to the world as Frankie Beverly, the statement reads, which includes a request to respect the family's privacy. He lived his life with pure soul, as one would say, and for us, no one did it better. He lived for his music, family and friends. A consistent hitmaker on the R&B charts for almost 50 years, he had announced just this year that he would be retiring. His death on Tuesday was announced by his family on the official Frankie Beverly and Maze Instagram and Facebook pages Wednesday. He lived his life with pure soul, as one would say, and for us, no one did it better, the family wrote. He lived for his music, family and friends. Love one another as he would want that for us all. The family also asked for privacy as they grieve the soul singer's loss. Grieving the loss of a loved one is a deeply personal and emotional experience. During this time, as we are navigating feelings of sorrow, reflection, and remembrance, we kindly ask for privacy and understanding, allowing us the space to grieve in our own way, the family wrote. This period for is one of healing, and your respect for our need for solitude is appreciated as we honor the memory of our beloved Howard Stanley Beverly, known to the world as Frankie Beverly. The Philadelphia native founded Maze, under the original name Raw Soul, in 1970 and would open for Marvin Gaye, who reportedly suggested the name change. The band, also billed as Maze Feet, Frankie Beverly, went on to release 9 gold albums from the late 1970s to early 1990s, including hits like Joy and Pain, We Are One, Can't Get Over You, and Golden Time of Day. But it was Beverly and Maze's record, Before I Let Go, from their 1981 fifth album, Live in New Orleans, that the band is most known for, becoming synonymous with black cookouts, family reunions and other gatherings. Before I Let Go really did turn out to be something more than I even imagined, Beverly told Essence in 2020. I got blessed with that. The upbeat song, he said at the time, is actually about a love lost. I was seeing some lady, but I was just with someone else and we broke up, he told the outlet. And it got kind of hard because I wasn't with the woman I wanted to be with and I couldn't stay with the one I was with. In 2019, Beyoncé covered the track for her Homecoming film and corresponding live album following her Coachella performance. Beverly told Billboard that year that the platinum-selling cover was one of the high points of my life. The band remained active in recent years, performing live in their signature all-white at festivals, and touring as recently as earlier this year on the 6 City I Wanna Thank You tour, which also marked his retirement. In March, Beverly was awarded the Lifetime Achievement Award from the NAACP Image Awards. A number of members originally of Maze reportedly left the group in May 2023 to form TMF, or The Music Forever, and began touring separately from Maze. Those members remembered Beverly in a statement Wednesday. We are saddened to hear of the passing of our friend and brother, Frankie Beverly. As TMF, formerly of Maze, we shared many decades on stage, off stage and personally with him, read the statement. We would like to publicly share our deepest condolences with Frankie's family, his nearest and dearest friends, and with all the fans. Beverly, whose songs include Joy and Pain, Love is the Key, and Southern Girl, finished his farewell, I Wanna Thank You tour, in his hometown of Philadelphia in July. That same month, the Essence Festival of Culture in New Orleans included a special tribute to Beverly and Maze, who closed out the event for its first 15 years. His performances at the festival, the nation's largest annual celebration of black culture, would turn the crowd into a sea of dancing fans, many wearing white clothing like Beverly himself often donned. Frankie Beverly's artistry wasn't just about sound, it was the very thread that stitched together our collective memories and moments of joy, the festival's organizers said in a statement. His melodies will forever echo in our hearts and continue to inspire. Mark Morial, president of the National Urban League and a former mayor of New Orleans, said Maze's 1981 album, Live in New Orleans, cemented the city's relationship with Beverly. Morial said he always sat in the front row for Maze's closeout show at the festival and remembers turning around and seeing a crowd that was joyful like a choir, singing all of the words with Beverly. His music had feeling. It had positive themes of love, happiness, family and togetherness, Muriel said. It was just electrical and magical, and it's what made us fall in love with him. Beverly's songs have become interwoven into celebrations in Black communities. The band's 1981 song, Before I Let Go, which has been covered by Beyoncé, can be heard everywhere from clubs to cookouts, sure to get people on their feet. When the song comes on, it's time to dance, said Hakeem Holmes, vice president of the Essence Festival. He said the band's music brings such comfort and joy that there's a healing aspect to it. And, he said, songs like We Are One bring people together as everyone sings along. In an interview published over the summer in Essence magazine, Beverly called music the love of my life. He said in the interview that he didn't know exactly why his music appealed across all ages, but that he believed God made a path for my music to reach each generation. Howard Stanley Beverly, born December 6, 1946 in Philadelphia, was so taken with the 1950s R&B group Frankie Lyman and the teenagers that he changed his name to Frankie. Mays started out in Philadelphia the early 1970s as raw soul before heading to the San Francisco Bay Area. It was Marvin Gaye who convinced him to change the band's name to Mays and, in 1977, helped them release their first album, Mays featuring Frankie Beverly. On the title track of his 1989 album, Silky Soul, Beverly paid tribute to Gaye, remembering the singer who thrived on the romantic soul and protest songs that Mays was also known for. That kind of faith, you're talking 60s, hippie generation, Beverly told the Associated Press in 1990. It's missing and I personally feel bad about that. We grew up in the 60s, we're ex-hippies. Among those mourning Beverly was Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts, who wrote on X, his timeless music, his powerful words and his lasting impact. I'm devastated to hear about this one. New Orleans resident Cedric T. Thomas, 64, a lifelong fan of Beverly and his music, said Beverly's passing leaves a chasm in the world of R&B. I feel myself in mourning, Thomas said. Frankie was a great entertainer who made sure we, as fans, walked away with an incredible experience. I grew up on his music. I thank him for Joy and Pain, for Southern Girl, for Happy Feelin' S, and for Before I Let Go. I thank him for the time and energy he put into his performances. And though the music will live on, he will be greatly missed. His death was announced Wednesday by his family in a Facebook post, which reads, grieving the loss of a loved one is a deeply personal and emotional experience. During this time, as we are navigating feelings of sorrow, reflection, and remembrance, we kindly ask for privacy and understanding, allowing us the space to grieve in our own way. This period for is one of healing, and your respect for our need for solitude is appreciated as we honor the memory of our beloved Howard Stanley Beverly, known to the world as Frankie Beverly. He lived his life with pure soul, as one would say, and for us, no one did it better. He lived for his music, family and friends. Love one another as he would want that for us all. Howard Stanley Beverly, aka Frankie Beverly. December 6, 46 to September 10, 24. The Beverly family. Beverly, whose real name was Howard Stanley Beverly, formed the band Mays, which went on to have massive hits, including Before I Let Go. His family said he died Tuesday, Sept. 10, 2024. His cause of death was unknown. Beverly was the lead singer, songwriter, producer and founder of the band Frankie Beverly and Mays. In May, Beverly, along with Philadelphia Mayor Terrell Parker, council member Cindy Bass and community members, gathered for the street dedication of Frankie Beverly Way in East Germantown. This is to someone who has made a significant contribution to the lives of Philadelphians, Bass said during the dedication. Anyone who knows music knows that Philadelphia is a music town, and Frankie has made such a contribution. The music of Frankie Beverly and Mays became a staple in the Black community. With songs like Before I Let Go, Joy and Pain, and Happy Feelin' S, their sound and soulful style became the soundtrack to cookouts, family reunions, and for some, the electric slide. Beverly's magnum opus, Before I Let Go, was covered by Beyoncé in 2019 in her live album, Homecoming. Beverly and his band just completed their I Wanna Thank You farewell tour earlier this summer. His final shows were at the Dell Music Center in North Philadelphia. Beverly was joined on stage by Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts, who greeted him with a bouquet of flowers on stage. Hurts, who is famously known for having an old soul when it comes to his taste in music, posted a statement on X about Beverly's passing, his timeless music, his powerful words and his lasting impact. "I'm devastated to hear about this one. My prayers are with the Beverly family and the many Frankie fans across the world. His legacy will live on forever. Rest easy, my friend. Long live Frankie." Philadelphia native Patti LaBelle also honored Beverly in an Instagram showing Beverly attending one of her performances. "I love you, Frankie. Thank you for always lifting us higher. Rest in love and peace." LaBelle's post read,
"God knows I love you, Frankie Beverly." Yeah. God, you're really here. We always work together. I watch you and you watch me. But I've never performed for you like this in the audience of Patti LaBelle. I love you, honey, so much.
Basketball Hall of Famer Earvin "Magic" Johnson also went to X to share how important the music legend was to him and his wife. Philadelphia radio DJ Patty Jackson said Beverly's legacy extends across music, and she praised, in particular, the lyrics of Beverly's songs. His music connected. When he wrote, "Joy and pain," think of the lyrics, "You're going to have joy. You're going to have pain. You're going to have sunshine. You're going to have rain, and that's life," Jackson said. He was an amazing artist who proved that he didn't have to win all the big awards. It's a doggone shame that he's never won a Grammy. Birth name: Howard Beverly. Born December 6, 1946. Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, U.S. Died September 10, 2024, age 77. Mays. Early life and career. Beverly was born in Philadelphia and began singing gospel music as a schoolboy in a local church. He grew up in the East Germantown section of the city and was a graduate of the now-defunct Germantown High School. As a teenager he formed the Blenders, a short-lived a cappella doo-wop group that were influenced by the Dells, the Moonglows, and the Dell Vikings. After the group dissolved, he started the Butlers in 1963, which became Frankie Beverly and the Butlers. It was the first group with which he recorded. In 1967, he cut "If That's What You Wanted," which became a Northern Soul standard. The group caught the attention of record producer Kenny Gamble, who eventually released their recordings. Music performed by the Butlers did not fit into the Philly sound, and, after some heavy touring, the group went to San Francisco. The unit was rechristened as Raw Soul and caught the attention of Marvin Gaye's sister-in-law. Gaye featured them as an opening act at his shows and convinced Beverly to change the band's name to Mays. The group's popularity was enhanced considerably in the UK by DJs Greg Edwards and Robbie Vincent in the late 1970s and early 1980s when they performed live at London's Lyceum Ballroom for broadcast on Capital Radio. They are best known there for their UK number 57 hit single, "Joy and Pain." His on-stage attire, all white, custom designed and made, casual clothing including slacks, long-sleeved shirt, and a baseball cap, has become his signature dress style over the years. It has become tradition for the audience to wear all white to the concerts in honor of the group. His son, Anthony, who has toured as a drummer with Mays, along with his former wife, entertainment attorney Heather Beverly, organized a tribute album to Anthony's father called Silky Soul Music, an all-star tribute to Mays featuring Frankie Beverly, in 2009, together founding the record label Brantera, as an homage to the work of Mays. Mary J. Blige, Kenneth Brian Edmonds Babyface, and Mint Condition were among the artists taking part on the album. Frankie Beverly of Mays, singer of R&B classics, Back in Stride, Can't Get Over You, and more, dies at 77.
As you leave the page, don't forget to hit the like bell and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.